semi-final in this placement. Italy against Russia, two great water polo nations. Italy won the gold medal 3 times, 2 silver medals, 6 bronze medals, while the Russians managed to be on the podium only 1 time, 23 years ago in Seville. But of course, as the Soviet Union, they won lots of gold medals as well. So now the Russian team is about to come to the podium here in Duna Arena for this match against Italy. You can see Italian fans all around here in Duna Arena, but that's for sure that they were expecting even better finish here in the European Championships after they won the World Championship last year. So let's see the Russian lineup. Number 1 is Pyotr Fedotov. Number 2 is Ivan Suchkov. Number 3, the youngest Russian player, 19 years old, Ivan Vasilyev. Number 4 from the Russian team is Nikita Derevyankin. Number 5, Artem Ashayev. Number 6 is Konstantin Kharkov. Number 7 is Daniil Merkulov, who is the top scorer here in Budapest with Konstantin Kharkov. Merkulov scored 12 goals and Kharkov 14 goals. Number 8, Ivan Nagayev. Number 9, Igor Bichkov. Number 10, Konstantin Kiselyev. Number 11, the captain, the oldest player from the Russians, 33 years old, Sergei Lisunov. Number 12, Roman Shepelyev. And number 13, Vitaly Statsenko. And the head coach of the Russian national team is Sergei Yevsigneyev, 46 years old, former wonderful player for Russia. And now the Italians. Number 1, Marco Del Lungo. Number 2, Francesco Di Fulvio. Number 3, Stefano Luongo. He had a 1-match ban against France for an act of brutality against Greece, but of course, since that is there. The captain, number 4, Pietro Fioli. Number 5, Andrea Fondelli. Number 6, Alessandro Vellotto. Number 7, Vincenzo Renzuto Iodice. Number 8, the former Argentinian Gonzalo Echenique, who was playing for Spain as well. Number 9, Niccolo Figari, who is celebrating his 32nd birthday today, Niccolo Figari. Number 10, Miguel Bodegas from France. Number 11, Matteo Aicardi. Number 12, Vincenzo Dolce. And number 13, Gianmarco Nicosia, only 21 years old, the youngest Italian player. And the head coach is one of the best players of the world when he was playing for Italy, Alessandro Campagna. And we will have referees from Georgia, Levan Berishvili, and from France, Sébastien Dervieux. And now the national anthems, first the Russian. So Italy against Russia here for the 5th to 8th places in the 34th Land European Waterpolo Championships. Huge disappointment for the Italians to not reach the semi-final here in Duna Arena. This team who just have one change compared to the last year's World Championships team. Andrea Fondelli is the only new player in the Italian lineup. And the Russians, who finished on the 7th place 2 years ago, now they are playing for those same places, just like in Barcelona. And the Russians made 3 changes comparing that 7th place team 2 years ago. Vassilyev, Ashayev and Kiseyev are the new players. Here is Sergei Yevsigneyev, who was a great player, just like Alessandro Campagna. Italy won't have fond memories from these championships. This is the first time ever that both the men's and the women's team failed to get past to the quarterfinals. Since 1991, in each edition, at least one of the teams, but mostly both, and especially in 1995 when they won and still unmatched double gold in Vienna. So they always made the semi-finals, but now neither team, neither the boys, neither the girls reached it. This is a huge disappointment for the Italian water polo, that's for sure. Here in the quarterfinal, Italy lost against Montenegro by 2 goals, 10-8, and as of course during the match we already saw, but as the head coach Alessandro Campagna and all the players said, they had the chances, they made those exclusions from the Montenegrins, but they couldn't use the chances on man up. They scored only 1 goal from 15, which was really deciding the match, the quarterfinal against Montenegro. The Russians were playing against Hungary in the quarterfinal, and they lost by 4 goals, 14-10. And as after the match, Sergei Yevsigneyev told to the journalists that he thought that it was a good match, but they couldn't have done much better than they played. They had some mistakes, but what they wanted to qualify for the Olympic qualification tournament was already achieved, to reach that quarterfinal. But of course they would like to finish as high as possible. So of course they will do everything against Italy, and let's see what the Italians will do after that huge disappointment. The last time when they won a medal, it happened 6 years ago here in Budapest, the bronze medal. And now the first goal of the game, scored by the Italians. Niccolò Figari is the goal scorer. And so that means that the Italians weren't on the podium for 6 years now, but that they are just missing the semi-final. Just happened so many years ago. Actually, they missed the semi-final only 5 times in their history. The last was 4 years ago in Belgrade. There's a shot and an equalizer for Russia. The goal scorer is Roman Shepelyev, number 12. Only his 2nd goal in the tournament in Budapest. 1-1. The last time when these two teams meet was 2 years ago in Barcelona, and that was a painful meeting for the Russians because Italy won by 10 goals, 11-1. Actually, the Italian goalie Marco Del Lungo has just an almost perfect day at that time. The first goal for Matteo Icardi. Beautiful goal scored by the Italian number 11, who's one of the 3 players from the Italians, Fioli, Picari and Icardi, who won the World Championship 2 times, not just last year, but 9 years ago as well. Exclusion from Italy, Renzutto, Iodice. The first exclusion from the Italians. Nagayev, Merkulov, Bichkov, back to Merkulov, and a great block. Merkulov again. Now there is a chance, and the save this time. Remember that against Montenegro, the Italian let 4 goals like this. Now exclusion from the Russians, Merkulov. And this is a 5-meter penalty for Italy. Francesco Di Fulvio with the ball, and he scores his first goal in the match and only his 6th goal in the tournament. He is the best player of the world right now. Actually, from last year's performance, he got this reward from the LAN. But here in Budapest, he's not playing as he did last year, for example, in the World Championships. Francesco Di Fulvio. We just have not just a World Championship gold, but an Olympic bronze and European Championship bronze medal as well. Exclusion from the Italians, and a missed chance. It was Lisunov there, next to the post. This is Vellotto. And the shot. And goal number 4 for Italy. They are starting the match really well, the Italians. Vitaly Statsenko, the Russian goalie, has no save so far. There is Icardi in the center forward position. He just turned down from the Russian defender and scores a goal. Goal number 2 for Matteo Icardi. Italy is leading by 3 goals, and only 3.5 minutes went from this match. No wonder that the Russians are changing goalie. Vitaly Statsenko left, and now Piotr Fedotov in front of the Russian goal. Sergei Yevsigniev made this change really early, but can be on time. The second goal for Russia came from Igor Bichkov. His first in the match and 10th in the tournament. Bichkov was the hero against Georgia. He scored 5 goals in that qualification match to the quarterfinal, which the Russian won by 1 goal, 14-13 against the Georgians. Pioli. Pass to the center forward, and there is a turnover foul. Foul against Bodegas. Sayev. Shapayev. Turnover foul. Pioli. Pioli, and he scores. Still no save from the Russian goalies. This was the first shot which went on the goal of Pyotr Fedotov, but he was unable to save it, just like Vitaly Statsenko before. Beautiful shot. Beautiful goal scored by Pietro Figlioli, two-time world champion. The captain of the Italian team, the oldest player, 35 years old. Can be that this is his last year playing in the national team. Exclusion now from Italy. Isayev. Just passing the ball to the Russians, and the rebound went back to them. So 20 more seconds and 1 more shot, but this time 20 more seconds again, as nobody touched. Now there is a goal from the center forward position. Goal number 3 for Russia, and the goal scorer is Yereviankin. His first in the match, 3rd in the tournament. 25 years old, Nikita Yereviankin. Fondelli. Short pass to Aicardi this time. The center forward couldn't reach the ball. An exclusion now from the Italians, so the Russian can come back to 1 goal. And already the second foul for Fondelli. And the save made by Del Lungo, but the ball hit the rope, so corner. Isayev, 6 against 6 now. Russians are looking for the chance for a good shooting position. And swimming back, there is an exclusion from Russia. Echenike. One more pass. Playing well, the Italians, and there was a clear chance. And they missed it. So still Italy 5, Russia 3. And the turnover fall. And even there is an exclusion. The number 4, Nikita Dereviankin. And Cardi is back to Echenike. Echenike, Di Fulvio, only 6 seconds for the Italians, and the steal, beautiful one, and Italy is leading after the first quarter by 2 goals, while Alessandro Campagna is having an argument with the referee. The referee will surely show a card very soon, as Campagna is still protesting. No, he didn't get at the end. So after one quarter, Italy scored 5 goals, Russia only 3. And the Italians are leading by 2 goals. They are having 83% shot percentage. Statistics of the first quarter. As I mentioned, 83% shot efficiency for Italy and only 30 for Russia. And you could see Italy made 6 shots and 5 went in. The Russian goalies are on 0%. Statsenko started in between the Russian goal, and he led 4 goals, while Fedotov led 1, while Del Lungo is on 62.5% save percentage. The last time when Russia was able to beat Italy happened 23 years ago in the European Championships. That time it was a pretty scoreless match, 5-4 again for the Russians against Italy. And as I said, 2 years ago in Barcelona, the Italians managed to win against Russia by 10 goals, and they let only 1 goal for the Russians. Exclusion from Italy. Figari is first. But while I just finished my exclusion sentence, the Russians are losing the ball. And the block. After the shot of Francesco Di Fulvio. 26 years old, the best player in the world. He got the reward after the performance in the World Championship. Actually, last year, the Italians in the Europa Cup finished only in the 4th place, so didn't even qualify for the World League. But they won the World Championships, and Di Fulvio was the most valuable player there. But now there is goal number 4 for Russia, and Konstantin Harkov scores his first goal. The top scorer in the Russian team with 15 goals now. Actually, until this day, Harkov was overall in the 2nd place in the top goal scorers list. Chanike now to the center forward, and exclusion from Russia. So 6-on-5 for the Italians, and one more block made by the Russians. This is the 2nd block. Suchkov, Bichkov to the center forward. Nothing happened. No foul given by the referee. And this is Francesco Di Fulvio with the ball. Was among those 8 players who plays in Italy in Pro Recco. Di Fulvio. Only 4 seconds for the Italians. A pass, but one more time. One Russian player was able to touch the ball. That's why the ball couldn't reach the target on the left wing. And there is the equalizer for Russia. 5-5. And the goal scorer is Sergei Lisunov. His first goal, the Russian team captain, scores the equalizer. His 7th goal in the tournament in Budapest. After the Italians started very well this match, they were leading by 4-1 and 5-2. Now it's 3 goals in a row for Russia. Belotto. Now there is Dolce on the right side of the Italians. Wow, what a goal! Renzuto Jodice is the goal scorer. Italy is leading by 1 goal. One more time. Beautiful goal scored by Renzuto Jodice. No chance for Fedotov, who made only 1 save so far. But actually, the Italians made 10 shots, 7 went on target and 6 went in. Exclusion from Italy. Number 9, Nicolo Figari, his 2nd major foul now. Shapayev, Merkulov, then Bichkov, back to the right wing, now try to pass, and there is his 5-meter penalty against Vincenzo Dolce. Chance ahead the Russians to equalize one more time, and Igor Bichkov with the ball. So 1 goal so far, and this is his 2nd goal. Igor Bichkov. He scored his 11th goal already here in Budapest. Now it's 6-all. Just a foul. No exclusion. Bellotto. Now there is the exclusion from the Russians. Just on time for the Italians. They had only 5 seconds at that time. Second personal foul for Kisayev. Shot from distance, saved by the post, but Italy has 20 more seconds and one more time a shot, and this time a save made by Fedotov. Bellotto. Di Fulvio. The Luongo passing back to Di Fulvio. Renzo to Jodice, and what an unlucky goal. Or let's say lucky goal for Italy and unlucky for Russia. As you can see one more time that the rebound just hit the Russian goalie's head, and from there it went into the back of the net. So Italy is leading by 1 goal one more time. But of course the goal goes to Renzo Jodice, his second from 2 shots. Turnover foul against the Russians, but now turnover foul on the other side as well. And this could be a chance, and one more turnover foul, 3 times in a row. Counter fouls, and now Italy has a player against the goalie. Di Fulvio just passes to his teammate, and Italy scores easily. The goal scorer is Alessandro Bellotto. His second goal only in the tournament, and his first in the match today. Alessandro Campagna. We didn't understand what's happening in that few seconds when the referee signed 3 turnover fouls. So Italy is leading by 2 goals after a long time. There is a difference more than 1 goal. There are 3 Russian players that have a chance, but now just a normal situation. Merkulov. And Zvichkov. Pass to the center forward to Lisunov. Exclusion now from Italy. Merkulov. And goal for Italy. Sorry, for Russia, of course. Goal number 7 for the Russians. And now they are trailing by only 1 goal. Maybe a bit unlucky goal for the Italians. First you could see why the penalty was given. The exclusion, sorry. And now there is, of course, Marco Del Lungo touched the ball, able to touch the ball, but he couldn't save it. So now the goal goes to Suchkov. His first goal from his first shot and second goal in the whole tournament. And there is the answer from the Italians. Goal number 9. And they are leading by 2 goals. One more time, Francesco Di Fulvio scores his second goal in the match. Beautiful goal after a wonderful assist from Echenike. Merkulov. The last 30 seconds from this first half. A shot from distance, saved by the post, and the rebound is going for the Italians. Echenike was born in Argentina. Later he was playing for Spain. And now for 3 years he's playing in the Italian team. Of course, he was there in the World Championship team last year, the gold medalist Italian side. And this is how the first half ended. Italy 9, Russia 7. So after the Russians were able to come back and equalize, now they are trailing again by 2 goals. The Italians scoring 9 times, while the Russians 7 goals. So there is the halftime statistics. Shot efficiency is 60% for Italy and 43% for Russia. And you could see Italians managed to score only 1 goal on man up so far. And 7 turnover fouls altogether so far. And the top scorers are Di Fulvio, Renzo Jodic, Icardi from Italy, and Bichkov from Russia with 2 goals as well. It is Matteo Icardi, the 2-time world champions. He won the Worlds last year and nine years ago as well. And Sergei Yevsigniev, the Russian head coach, who was coaching the Russian side for 6 years now. As a player, he won World Championship bronze medal and European Championship bronze medal in the 90s. While as a coach, the best result for Russia in the big tournaments is the 7th place in the Euro 2 years ago. So the match between Italy and Russia is about to restart. The third quarter is on the way soon. Italy is leading by 2 goals, 9-7 in this semi-final for the 5th to 8th place here in Budapest in the European Championships. And seems like big battle and close sprints, and in the end the Italians won it. And goal for Italy, goal number 10. They are leading by 3 goals again, and Matteo Icardi scores his third from 3 shots. So far he had only 2 goals in the tournament, so now he's on 5 goals. So Icardi. Russia is trailing by 3 goals one more time. Nagayev, Merkulov, only 5 seconds for the Russians, trying to pass to the center forward, but there it was a turnover foul against the Russian Dereviankin. And the goal. Beautiful goal scored by the number 4, Pietro Figlioli, the Italian captain. His second goal from 3 shots. And the Russians are changing goalie for a second time. Actually, Statsenko started the match, and you can see him again. He let 4 goals, no save. Then Fyodotov, from 9 shots, he saved only 2. 22% save percentage, and now Statsenko back to the Russian goal. Goal for Russia, goal number 8. The goal scorer is Ivan Nagayev. This is his first goal. Ivan Nagayev, the Russian number 8. This is his 8th goal in Budapest. And now Russia is trailing by 3 goals. And let's see now Vitaly Statsenko if he can improve from that 0%. This is Figlioli. Echenike. Echenike, no shot this time. Di Fulvio looking for the chance, and the Russian block, and the Russians are having the ball. This is Kharkov, and then Shepayev. Merkulov. So Russia can come back to 2 goals again after Italy was leading by 4. There can be a Russian turn again. And an exclusion from the Italians just in the right time for the Russians. First major foul for Matteo Icardi. Now it's Nagayev. And the shot saved by the Italian goalie, Marco Del Lungo. After the shot of Lisunov. Sorry, it was Harkov. Pioli, team captain of the Italians. And all these players 35 years old. Now to the center forward. And no exclusion from Russia, but a turnover foul. Foul against Bodegas. The French-born Italian. And one more save, Marco Del Lungo. The Russians are unable to come back now from this 3-goal. Deutsche. Deutsche still with the ball. Bellotto back to Deutsche. And impossible to pass the ball to the center forward one more time. Good defense. Merkulov. Listunov. And nothing happens at the ref. So Italy won the ball. Echenike. Pioli, Di Fulvio, exclusion from Russia, and Alessandro Campagna is calling the team timeout.
Bellotto a 1, Bellotto a 1, Ciala a 2, Francesco riposa un po', Pietro a 3, Stezza a 4, sui pali Figari e Bodegas. Facciamo aggressività e giro palla, Bellotto poi entra, il palo esce un po', Cialo, non ti chiudere, fai il contromovimento su palla e Bellotto. Dai.
Alessandro Campagna, the Italian head coach, who as a player won every big tournament, the Olympic gold, the World Championship gold, and the European Championship gold as well. And as a coach, the only missing gold medal is the Olympic. He has 2 medals, a silver with the Italians and a bronze with the Greek team. Now the Italians are passing the ball quickly, and there is a great block. So from 20 seconds, the Italian can start again, but now it's 6 against 6. Now to Bodegas, and one more exclusion from the Russians. Number 9, Igor Bichkov. Pioli. The right wing, Echenike, and one more block. The Russians are blocking these balls well, and this is already the 6th block for Russia. Merkulov. Exclusion from Italy this time. Alessandro Bellotto's second major foul. There are 5 Italian players with 2 personal fouls. Nagayev, and then there was the chance ahead of Lisunov. But he hits the post. Actually, after those great blocks from the defense, from the Russian defense, Statsenko has still no save in the match. And now there is a turnover fall, but no chance for Russia for the fast break because the Italians won back quickly. Maybe there is Nagayev, who is ahead of his defender, but now there is the exclusion from Italy. Luongo. And the shot saved by the goalie, Marco Del Lungo, who is on more than 50% save percentage. Altogether, the Russian goalies are on 11%. Fioli, and the first save for Vitaly Statsenko. Fulvio, beautiful pass. What an assist. What an assist from the Fulvio to Echenike, who scores his first goal in the match from 3 shots. A wonderful ball, what he got. And no chance for Statsenko. But finally, after that save, Statsenko has won, and now he is on almost 17% save percentage, the Russian number 13 goalie. Merkulov. That was just a wrong pass, and this is how the third quarter ended. So this quarter ended on a 2-goal Italian lead, 3-1. So that means that overall it's 12 goals for Italy and only 8 for Russia. Just before the last quarter, the Italians are having a 4-goal lead. So after 3 quarters, Italy is leading by 4 goals. The shot efficiency is 52% for Italy, and there you can see under that line that Italy only scored 1 goal on man advantage. So it's kind of similar than against Montenegro in the quarterfinal, when they lost by 2 goals and they had only 1 goal from 15 chances. But as here the Russians has no goalie performance, I mean no good goalie performance. Neither Fedotov and Statsenko are in a good form, as they were changing goalies already 2 times during the game. So no need to score that many extra player goals for the Italians. They are winning this match like this as well. But I'm sure that Alessandro Campagna will not be satisfied with this similar statistics. Now it's Vasiliev. Suchkov. Now Nagayev. Only 5 seconds for Russia and a skip shot made by Bichkov. No goal for Russia. Fulvio. Exclusion from the Russians. First major foul for Ivan Vasiliev. Now the pass to the center forward, but there was a turnover foul, as the referee says. And swimming back, there is an exclusion from the Italians, so of course. And there is a red card as well. Matteo Icardi got this red card, so he's out with substitution now. And the Russians scored a team timeout.
Играйте тройку. Серег, выйди прямо вообще в наглую туда, на 3 метра. Да, на тройку. Дайте пас либо Лисунову, либо Меркулов у нас слева будет стоять. Ты на тройку, да. Меркул, ты понял, да? Короче.
So this timeout is already over for the Russians, as we could hear the voice of Sergei Yevsigneyev, who celebrated his birthday a week ago, his 46th birthday here in Budapest. And he got the birthday present from his team, that qualifying for the Olympic qualification tournament. And here is the Italian two-time world champion, Icardi, who is out with a red card. And now Russia will play on man up, 6 against 5. Nagayev. Bichkov. Nagayev. Beautiful play by the Russians. And Sergei Lisunov finished this. He did it really well. Just in front of the Italian goal, he was there alone, got the ball and finished the attack. They used the man-up chance and converted into a goal. Sergei Lisunov is the goal scorer, the Russian captain. His second goal from 4 shots. His 8th goal in the tournament. Di Fulvio, under 10 seconds now for the Italians. To the center forward, and from there is the exclusion. Man up for Italy. And the last was for Kisayev. And the Italians are losing the ball. And 1 against 1. Harkov. And he scores. Russia came back to 2 with this goal. But what happened in front of the Russian goal? Alessandro Campagna is coming with his players, because there will be a video review. So there is a video review, not what happened, the goal, if it was a goal for Italy or not. Waiting for the decision of the referees. They are checking every aspect. And of course, if there is a goal for Italy, then no goal for Russia. That can be very decisive. Let's see now what will be the difference between the two teams. 4 goals or just 2? So nothing happened. The Italians are changing players. So the goal for Russia was okay. And now Russia is trailing by only 2 goals. And 5.5 minutes until the end of this match. Di Fulvio. It's Dolce, exclusion from Russia. It's the last personal foul for Kisayev. He's out with substitution. Now, beautiful play after this great assist. Italy is leading by 3 goals one more time. The goal scorer is Figari. His 2nd goal and his 6th in the tournament. Five minutes until the end. The Italians are leading by 3 goals, and now the Russians are on man up. 6 against 5. This is Kharkov. Only the first foul for Echenike. Just a foul against Di Fulvio, and a save made by Del Lungo. So still the difference is the shot efficiency for the Italians. They are on 54%, and from that 24 shots, 16 were on target, and the Russian goalies managed to save only 3. So we can almost say that every shot which went on target to the Russian goal, those almost went in, all of them. Exclusion from the Italians, and one more save. Del Lungo is on more than 50%. And Figari is out with substitution from the Italians, just like Icardi. So the 2nd Italian player is out from the game. But if Italy score from this attack, it can finish the match. Now, the 2nd save for Statsenko. This was another best of shots from Dolce. And the Russian head coach is calling his last timeout.
Серег, ну отдохни сейчас, здесь еще играть 3 минуты. Давай сейчас, Вань. Сыграем сейчас тайм-аут на Бычкова. Бычков, ты стройки. Понятно играем? Рома, ты проход, Бычков туда, Ваня, ты ему набрасываешь. Мяч на 4. Ты с этой стань, налево. Да. Видишь что, Альгов.
And Alessandro Campagna, the Italian head coach, got a yellow card. So soon, now we are on that line that Russia must score, otherwise they will lose this match against Italy. And if they lose the match, they will play only for the 7th place in the European Championship, while Italy will play for the 5th place. And Russia scores. Quickly taken shot, scored by Igor Bichkov. Russia back to 2 goals now. 3rd goal for Igor Bichkov today. And the 12th goal for the Russian number 9. Fioli. Luongo. Fioli. Just holding the ball. Now the pass to the center forward, and this is a 5-meter penalty for Italy. Bodegas was there. And Bichkov got the personal foul, his 2nd. Now Fioli with the ball. And the save! Vitaly Statsenko, his 3rd save from 9 shots. But this was really on time. If Russia managed to score, they are coming back to 1 goal only. A bit more than 2 minutes until the end. Nagayev, 1 more pass, and there is a goal for Russia. Kharkov. Kharkov scores, and Russia is trailing by only 1 goal. The Italians just stopped again. There is the save of Statsenko, and then the goal for the Russians. Italy was leading by 4 goals, 12-8. And then the Russian came back, and then 13-10 for the Italians, and now it's just 1 goal again. So what we can tell, that the Italians were always ahead of the Russians. They are controlling the match, but now they are in danger. Passing the ball under 5 seconds, and goal for Italy. Statsenko was there, but couldn't even touch the ball. Velotto is the goal scorer. I really believe that if the Russian would have a goalie who could save a bit better than Statsenko and Fedotov, they would have the chance to win this match, because the Italians are just playing as much as they need to win this game. On man up, they are similar than in the quarterfinal against Montenegro. And the Russians are attacking well, 42% shot efficiency. and the Russians are losing the ball, and probably they will lose the match. There is Di Fulvio already next to the Russian goal, and no goal. Di Fulvio, but Russia should score 2 goals and not let any. Nagayev. Bodegas just hit his hand, but no exclusion. No backhand shot from Lisunov, and Italy just holds the ball and holds this 2-goal lead. There were some seconds when we had some excitement just here in the end, but in the very end of the match, the Italians won it easily. I don't know, maybe just 50% what they let out from themselves. They were playing as really a disappointment team who couldn't reach the semi-final, but they won against Russia by 2 goals, and they were scoring goals just right on time when they needed to score goals. And although Russia was able to come back so many times during the match, but in the end they lost by 2 goals. So that means that Italy will play for the 5th place, while Russia will play for the 7th place here in Budapest in the European Championships. And Italy will play against Serbia or Greece, because that match will follow this one.